So you call yourself the tape queen. Tell us why you call yourself the tape queen.
Well, I've had an enormous amount of injuries being a professional athlete, and I mean, it's amazing I'm not more injured, but I have all these old tears, and you introduced me to tape, and now that I don't have any of my tape on, because we're going to do a taping demo here, everything hurts from not having the tape, and it really kind of solidifies and sort of acts like a fake tendon or muscle, and it allows it to heal. So it's been, I love tape, Curtis.
And you were saying that you were having trouble walking on that left ankle. And then we put tape on, and what happened?
Well, actually, I couldn't walk at all. Let's rephrase it, the question. And
Okay.
I just came back from Europe, and after you taught me how to tape my ankle and my leg, the tears on the back of my leg, I was able to walk 2 hours a day, back and forth from homeopathic class, which is
A
amazing.
miracle story.
It really was quite nice.
Okay, great.
So now I don't have the tape on. I'm like, let's put the tape on.
Okay, well, we're going to do that. What Elizabeth has is a torn lateral collateral ligament. Of course, there's 3 ligaments there, but what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how you use a cooler laser. This is going to be like a 4 or 5 watt laser. And you can actually put that right on the ligaments and leave it in one spot. And then I'm going to show you how you might also use a higher power laser. So this is a 4,000 or 5,000 milliwatt laser. If I have an 8,000 or 9,000 milliwatt laser, I have to keep the laser moving much more rapidly. And so I have to treat like this, because this is putting out 8 watts, 8,000 milliwatts, and you don't want to burn the patient or over-treat. But we do want to stimulate those ligaments, because by stimulating those ligaments, what we're going to have is we're going to have the ligaments become thicker, because studies show that increases ligament stability. And if we do it 3 times the dose of an anti-inflammatory dose, you'll actually get thicker ligaments. That's great. And so, of course, we want to stabilize the ankle, so we're going to use coverall stretch tape for that. And we're going to attach it to the lateral malleolus, the ankle, and we're going to go right under the foot so that we limit the possibility of inversion. So we stabilize that. And then she also has an anterior talus, because the talar dome is slipped anteriorly. And so that's a little bit better. So we also want to keep that talus in the right place. And so we're going to add a little bit of stretchy tape, like kinesio tape or rock tape, on top of that. And we want to keep, basically we want to keep the foot from sliding forward on the tibia, what they call the talocrural joint. So we're going to attach this to the medial malleolus, and then we're going to go around to the top of the foot and to the lateral malleolus, and that will stabilize this ankle. So if we look at this wrist and we look at flexibility at the radial area of intersection of the wrist, it's very, very nice and stable. On this side with the same test, it's very, very hypermobile. So of course what we're going to do is we can put the laser, if it's a cooler laser like 3, 4, 5 watts, you can just put it of course on the area, and that will be sufficient to stimulate those ligaments to regenerate and thicken. If we have a hotter laser, then we're going to have to use the laser a little bit differently, and we're going to have to keep the head moving quite rapidly. And so we move it like this to make sure that we're not over-treating it and overheating the tissue. By the way, the more tightness you want, the more you might want to over-treat it. But I'll warn you, if you use too much, the patient's going to feel very, very sore. And then, of course, we always put some tape on there. So we'll take a piece of tape. I use coverall stretch tape here. You can use Luco if you want it to be really stiff. And there we go. Voila, that's a bigger piece of, put one more in there. I know you like to be really stable, so I'll give you a second one. Right? You like stability. And there we go. Now we're nice and stable. And that thing's not going anywhere. Good. Okay.